Hey YouTube, this is going to be my contest entry for 2 and his 150 subscriber contest. So congratulations, 150 subs. That's getting up there, man. Pretty soon they'll be paying you. So yeah, if CGC were giving away, if you got a certificate or CGC was giving away 5 free gradings, what 5 books would you pick to have graded from? I'm hoping from your collection, because otherwise, what's the point? So let me get to it. The first book that I would have graded would be dropping my shit. Anyway, sorry. Would be this Planet Comics, and the reason I would have this graded is it's a Dave Stevens cover, and I believe that this actually predates the Rocketeer. Don't quote me on that. It's one of the guys at the shop told me that this actually came out shortly before Rocketeer did. So while I've only actually got maybe three pieces of Dave Stevens' work, but I have always been a fan of it when I have seen it. Yeah, so I would definitely have this CGC. I just think it's beautiful. His work was beautiful and clean. Two rocket ship chicks there on a Rocket 88. I believe that's a nod to the Oldsmobile Rocket 88. So that would be the first book I'd have done. It's Planet Comics #1. I think it might be Space Fixins. I'm not sure. So that would definitely be one. The second book I would have that I'd send in. This book isn't in great shape. It's probably mid-grade, probably like 5, maybe lower, and in like a 4.5 or 4. But I've been on this huge kick the last year or so, trying to really make a huge dent in my volume 1 of the Avengers, and so this is one of my favorite covers. Not necessarily because the character is my favorite, but I just think this cover is awesome. Just the way it is. It's Avengers 57. I do like the Vision. He's a cool character and all, but this cover is just, I love how he's standing there larger than life, and the mist is rolling out and all that kind of stuff, and the monochrome aspect of it. It's just an awesome cover in my opinion. And this was one of the books that I had on my radar since I first saw a picture of it. So when I finally did pick it up, I was really happy about it. I would like to upgrade it, get a better copy of it someday, but for now, I'm happy with this one, and I would definitely send it into CGC. Next book is, now, you guys might not understand this one, but he made the Spider-Man 301. Now, I've got a gang of Spider-Man books. I got 129. I've got not the Death of Gwen Stacy, but the one right after that, the Death of the Green Goblin. I've got the first McFarlane. I've got 300. I've got all kinds of Spider-Man books. But the reason that I like this one, because face it, folks, if you're getting a book CGC'd, chances are it's going in that hard plastic case, and you're not going to take it out for quite some time. So you better love the cover. And on these first two, I love the covers. On this one, I love the cover. And also, if I'm not mistaken, this is when he returned to the red and blue suit after Venom scared the piss out of Mary Jane. This is one that I bought off the newsstand when I was a kid, and I know that because see the grease pencil writing right there? That's what they did in my area in lieu of a date stamp. And so I got this when I was in 8th grade back in '88. And back then I didn't have bags and boards. I lived in the middle of nowhere, no access to a comic shop. So for this book to have gotten through all those years when I had no bags and boards, and at this point in my childhood, We were moving around quite a bit because my things just weren't great with my mom. But as far as job wise and stuff, so we moved quite a bit when I was a kid at this time, and this book came through it all. I love the. It's a really simple, clean book. I just like the green circle that he's swinging out of. Um, yeah, so this is I like this cover better than 300. So this would be my third pick. Now my fourth pick would be. Now this book is in terrible shape, to be honest with you. Um, but since it's a free grading by CGC, I would definitely have this one done. I mean, it's got a big, like an inch and a half tear on the bottom, a little bit of water damage, um, bunch of creases, a lot of stress marks. But remember, it's a free grading by CGC, and it's X-Men 181. Now you can't see all that because I've got it in Mylar, but it looks like shit. Trust me. The reason I would get this graded is this is the very first X-Men book I ever purchased and read. It's the first one I ever read, and it's also the first one I purchased. This isn't one that I picked up recently. This is the book that I bought back in '84. This is, like I said, and you know what? To be honest, this isn't even a very good issue of the X-Men. This is when they got back from the Beyonder World at the end of the Secret Wars, and so there's this. I don't even understand how it happened. Just this giant dragon pops up out in the sky over Japan, and the X-Men are little tiny specks underneath its belly, and it's kind of strange, the whole story. This dragon goes on to destroy a bunch of shit in Japan and start making a nest. And so it was kind of like a Godzilla story with the X-Men. And again, but it's my very first X-Men book, and so that's why I'm picking this one. Now the last book that I would get CGC'd for free is this one right here. And it's already CGC'd. But the reason I would get a Giant Size X-Men 1 CGC'd again is because it's been in this case since like 99, maybe 2000. I got a VG Fine 5.0. And so the reason I would like to have this one in case is, I mean, it's a Giant Size X-Men #1. It's been in this case for all that time, and from what I understand, I've been hearing a lot of people complain or state that you need to get them re-encapsulated or recased because the micro chamber paper is full up. You need an oil change on it, basically. And the other thing is, I've heard that they've relaxed their grading a little bit. They're not as strict anymore as they were back when they first started. So, I mean, for a chance for this to pump up a little bit from 5.0 would be pretty cool. So yeah, those are the 5 books I get CGC'd and why. 2, congratulations again. So for folks that have spent the last 8.5 minutes with me, thank you for watching. And if you haven't checked out Two's page yet or channel yet, you should do so. One of these days I'll figure out how to link stuff. I'm sure it's not hard, but I'm kind of lazy, and it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm going to sleep now. So thank you and good night.